Alright, welcome back to the channel. I'm Lady Nika, and with tonight's episode of the Have and Have Nots. Girl, I got 1 hour before Greenleaf premieres tonight, and I'm going to try to come back and do that as well. I know y'all tired of my ass, probably, but bitch, you said you wanted me to come back, so here I am, I'm back. And before I begin the review, a lot of y'all been telling me about a tag that James Culver tagged me in. I haven't had a chance to go over there and see what that tag is, but I just said earlier today a part of the reason why I pondered possibly leaving YouTube was because of some of the negativity and things that go on YouTube. Once upon a time, believe it or not, YouTube used to be very fun. Used to get on here and we would do tag videos. We would do Jumpstart January and Nonstop November, Don't Stop December. I mean, we used to do all that stuff, several of us, and it was fun. And even though we may not have personally had affiliations with one another, it brought about a fun atmosphere to be in, and thus making coming down here a fun experience for all. So in order for me to be the change I want to see in others, I'm going to check that tag video out probably if I can tonight, but I won't be able to do it. If it's one that I can do, I won't be able to get it up until probably tomorrow. Okay, tonight is Greenleaf and Have Nots, and then I have to go to bed because I do have rehab, I have school, and I have to go to work tomorrow. So I'm trying to keep up with being back and being consistent with you guys. So just give me a little time. But I'm going to go over there and I'm going to check on that tag video. And if it's something I can flow with, then I'll be more than happy to do it, okay? Just give me some time. Now, let's talk about the haves and have-nots. Because like I said, bitch, in 1 hour, I got to be over there on again to catch the premiere of Greenleaf. And y'all know we going to talk shit on that stuff, okay? Now, we open up with Veronica on this damn piano acting all ominous and shit, like she a Beethoven or some damn body child. Meanwhile, as that she's doing that and that music is playing that she's supposed to be playing, you got David being taken to the hospital, becoming conscious, and he's screaming, Veronica did this, and he's also yelling out for Erica. Okay, now Veronica finally gets the call that it's done. Child, she said, okay. Hang that phone up. She stomps the shit out of that burner phone, goes over to her closet, pull out her nicest black gear, and she rehearses her reaction to the news that David is dead, or so she thinks at this time. Oh, my husband. And in a drop of a dime, child, she was back to her normal evil self and went on about doing her doings. Now, down to the artesian bar, Benny is talking to Jill. He has to go. She don't want him to go, but they exchange numbers. Then she offers to give him a massage in her room. Now, his mind is telling him no, but his body was telling him yes. And so he decided to go on up to her room. Now, as they get ready to go up there, she texting Candace. Candace telling her, keep him occupied. Don't let him leave. But don't sleep with my brother. Okay? Keep him occupied. But don't sleep with my brother. Candace then calls Veronica, who answers the phone talking about she did what she had to do. Candace don't know what the hell she talking about. She asking her, what do you mean by that? Veronica want to know, girl, look, whatever. What you want? Candace want her to do a reverse on that money transaction. That money she wired over to Benny and Hannah's account, she wants Veronica to help her get that money transferred back into, I guess, another account. And Veronica telling her, girl, without a signature, that would be difficult to do. That's probably not going to be something I'm going to be able to help you with. Candace is begging her, please, please, please help me. This is very important. This is enough money for me to leave town and start all anew. Veronica said, girl, I'm tired of the niceties. Bitch, I don't like you. And I'm done with all of this shit. I'm not helping you with none of that. You figure that shit out for yourself. I'm done with you. So Candace asked her, well, what about the David situation? She said, child, I got tired of waiting. I got impatient. So let's just say, I did what I had to do. So Candace asked her what she mean by that. She said, kaboom. And then she said, I got to get off the phone now, honey, and go prepare to pretend to be sad. And she hung up. So Candace is alerted that something ain't right. So she started calling Erica, but she, of course, is getting Erica's voicemail, and that is making her somewhat alarmed, okay? Now, that dumbass Benny is up in Gia's room. She done told him to take off his shirt, child, and get in the bed. He warns her that he a man. And if that shirt come off, ain't no telling what else gonna come off in that room. She tell him, she just take your shit off and get on in the bed. So child, that dumbass been to take off his shirt and his pants and get into bed. She hikes her skirt up, get on top of him, and she's pretending to massage him. They say, I know, he done flipped her over, and they locking lips, getting ready to bump ugly. So I said, Benny, you ain't nothing but a pussy pander. That's all he is. That's all that motherfucker think about doing is getting some pussy. Pussy has been his downfall since he been on this show. How many women? You know what? Benny is community dick. He community dick. I can't stand this shit. Child, whatever. Little hoe. Now, down at the Malone's bar, the Iron Bone, Michigan arrived down there. Remember, Uncle Benny sent him down there to go and check that computer behind the bar, and it'll let him know who the last transaction that was tried to be made on that ATM that's in their bar, and that's the person who attacked him. Now, when he gets there, his other goons of family members is saying, where's that black kid? Benny said it's the black kid that did it. Mitch is trying to explain, no, the black kid didn't do it. I just spoke to Uncle Vinny. He said for me to check the computer behind the bar, and that'll tell you who the person was that did this to me. Now they apprehensive, but they check, and it comes back Wyatt Cryer for some reason. They didn't want to seem to believe that. So in the book of their mind, they gonna talk to Benny, but they still gonna get with Benny ass. So they leave. So Mitch trying to be a friend now, which motherfucker, you should have never doubted your friend in the first place. I ain't never read your ass down for that, but let me just tell you, friends like Benny I don't need in my life. Now, Benny, I thought you was a rider, but if you're a true friend, you never assume that your friend, you supposed to be ride or die, baby. You supposed to be ride or die. And considering you know how dumb Benny is, do you really think that he would be, child, please? But then again, he was stupid enough to get the money after you told him in the first place not to get it. But the moral of the story is he got to call Benny. And once again, instead of Benny being available to answer that damn phone like he was supposed to, he over there knocking boots with Junior, and he won't answer the phone. So that makes Mitch have to leave him an urgent message telling him, look, lay low. You ain't out the woods yet with my family. They still coming for that ass, so lay low. Now down to the station, old Justin done got into one of his fellow officers, and they done read him about liking assholes. And child, the whole police station is sitting up in there laughing at him. He turns around, he humiliated, but he trying to hold strong. So one of these fellow officers, which you can clearly tell she's in the LGBT community, a lesbian, she said that don't be bothered by them. We stick together. Justin gets mad because he in denial about who the fuck he is. Talking about who is we. She said LGBT. He said I ain't none of them damn alphabets. She said, well, it is Q for question. He tell her P for piss off and gets an attitude with her because his tea has been spilled via video all over the police station, and they know that he tutti frutti down low, and his wife done left him as a result thereof. They know all of this shit. So he goes on back there because he got to do something to make himself feel better about being outed, because in the book of his mind, he still ain't gay. He go back there where the prisoners are being held, and he want to talk to Wyatt. Wyatt over here fiending. So he want him some dope at any cost. Of course, Justin gonna like that. Oh, you need me. I like this. He said, look here. Leave Jeffrey alone. Why you gotta tell him for the 1,000th time, I am not gay, I am a boy, Damon, and I like girls. We are friends. He said, whatever. But he promises that he gonna get this boy some drugs in there, because clearly he having an episode. He fuming and shaking and sweating, child. Jeffrey comes to the artesian bar, and RK sitting there. Okay, he just had to talk to him. Jeffrey wants to know what Justin did to RK when he arrested him. RK say he just took him down a dark road, not even knowing him. He's saying Justin let him go. He ain't touch him or nothing. Jeffrey don't believe it because he know how Justin is, and that's how they started dealing with one another because of that. Jeffrey asked if RK was going to rob him when he had him up in his room, and RK said, "Nah, I was just gonna convince you." He said, "Well, you was gonna be doing a hell of a lot of convincing." RK said, "I was. I'm really good at what I do." So Jeffrey deduced, "Boy, you ain't gay." RK admits that he ain't, but he's convincing. And as they sitting there having a conversation, Veronica done slid her ass up there to the bar, then requested her a martini, and she draped in black. She ordered a martini, child. Jeffrey wanted to know how she always find him, and she said that we connected by the cord. Boy, I'm your mama. He said, yeah, I need to cut this. She said that might be good because maybe some of that femininity will come out of your ass. So he asked why she dressed all in black like she is, and she said she grieving. He's like, grieving what? She said she grieving the loss of her marriage. She grieving the loss of her son. You ain't dead yet. You ain't dead yet, but you keep hanging around these homosexuals. I said, this bitch here is wearing this out. Child, Tyler, stop. You gonna offend a whole community that don't play and all of their supporters, i.e. me, motherfucker. Now we got you to finally stop raping bitches. Now we gonna have to get you to put some respect on the LGBTQ Q community name. We gonna need you to do that. This homophobic crazy ass bitch. Anyway, she lost. Talking about she gonna lose him if he keep hanging around them homosexuals. Then she says she grieving Melissa. She tells him that Melissa jumped from Hannah's building, and he's concerned about it. But she say he ain't really concerned. Then that bitch slipped in. I'm grieving your father. He asked her what the hell she said. She said I ain't say nothing. So Jeffrey rushes off because he finna call. Meanwhile, she won't know RKO. So you know my son. He flirted with you. RK said yeah. Meanwhile, Jeffrey crossed the room. They're on their phone trying to get hold of David, and David is not answering. He's getting his voicemail, and so Jeffrey leaves him a frantic message to call him back. Now Jim come to the jail demanding to see Wyatt, but Wyatt got a no visitors hold on him. Uh, so Jim then says, well, I'm not just his father. I'm a judge and a lawyer, and I'm his. So I need to see him. So the man walks off, and next thing you know, D.A. George come back out. D.A. George is saying, you can't see him and whatnot. And then he also mentions that, my case against your wife, I'm getting real strong. It's getting real strong. We're going to be moving on this soon. Jim tell him, make your next move your best move. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Do what you got to do. My wife is innocent, and you know it. And you also know my son is innocent as well. DA said, oh, so all y'all innocent. He said, yep, we a good, upstanding Christian family. I said, girl, a lie don't care who tell it. Okay, a lie don't care who tell it. D.A. George said he ain't trying to hear this shit and also tell Jim, you must be having one hell of a day. First your son, not David. What about David? Oh, you ain't heard? It's a car exploded in front of his house. FBI all over it. I don't know what it is, what's all going on, but he down to the hospital. Now, this is what I found to be very stupid. If that man just told you that it done been a car explosion in front of this man's house so bad that the FBI is involved, why would you? And he already told you he down to the hospital. What make you think he gonna answer the goddamn phone? Come on, Jim. That man told him, go check on your son. He said, I'm trying to. Now, Veronica is sitting in the hotel lobby of the Artesian as Benny is leaving Jill's room, right? She tell him, come over here. Boy, bring your ass over here. What was Melissa doing at your mammy house? First and foremost, I ain't got no mammy. I got a mother. And I'm not answering none of your damn questions. I'm tired of dealing with you. Veronica said, you can't stop dealing with me. I'm Veronica Harrington. And you keep fucking with me, I'm going to have somebody knocking on your door. Somebody. I'll come up with a way to get you. He tell her basically, I'm sick of you threatening me. I ain't scared of you, bitch. And don't call me. Don't bother me. We had that girl at our house because you put her out. You know what the deal was with that. And don't send nobody to my house because if you do, you're going to see that other side of me. And she thought she turned on. Her panties wet over there. Child Jill done called Candace because Benny done left, and Candace won't know, well, why you didn't call me when he left immediately? Because see, her and RK is outside of Hannah's house waiting to give Malik the word to go inside Hannah's house and scare her into giving Candace this money. So now Candace got to hurry up and get Benny on the phone and convince him not to go home because that's where he's en route. In fact, when she called him, he had just pulled up in front of Hannah's house. She telling him she in urgent need and want to talk to him. He said, I don't want to talk about no damn money. She said, I promise this ain't about no money, but I really need to talk to you. He said, all right, I'm on my way over there because I just left, but I'm going to turn around and come on back, and don't have me waiting. This better not be about no money or no bullshit. I'm not. So we see him pull off, and she gives Malik the word to go on in. So Malik Jimmy's his way into Hannah's house. She coming out the bathroom. She get a call from her little Mr. Man. He still down to the job working because this air conditioning unit just giving them all kinds of problems. And these people got newborns up in here. They need their air condition and they damn heating systems to be working as they supposed to according to the climate around them. Okay. So he's saying he don't know how long he gonna be. She telling him, well, you gotta do what you gotta do, baby. Go on. He want to come over afterwards, but she telling him, no, I'm going to be asleep because I got to get up and go to work in the morning. So he said, well, all right then. I really miss you. How about we just go out on another day? She cool with that. He said, all right then, but I'm still going to call you when I get done. She said, well, you can, but if I don't answer, that means I'm asleep, and I will talk to you later. Then Catherine called her because Catherine heard about Melissa. So they over there talking with one another on the phone about Melissa. And Hannah saying it was a sad situation. She said that that Melissa was really terrified of Veronica, which makes her dislike Veronica even more now. And then they move into the conversation of Catherine having to turn Wyatt in. And she knows that that was the right thing to do, even though she feels the residual effects of having to turn in her own flesh and blood. Hannah says that she will, in fact, come to work the next day, but keep your husband away from me because I ain't with his shit, okay? He gonna fuck around and the real ghetto gonna come up out of me and I'm gonna wind up cutting his ass or something. So keep your man away from me, but I'm gonna come on down to work in the morning. As she's talking, she hear the door and she thinking that that's Benny and she needs to talk to Benny because remember the next day they supposed to go to the bank, get the money and give it back to Catherine. So she gets off the phone with her till I talk to you tomorrow when I come down to the job, right? She goes into the kitchen thinking that it's Benny and it's not Benny. When she realizes it's not Benny, she begins to scream and takes off running and Malik is chasing her now. Child, that was the end of the episode. I said, I hope don't nothing happen to I hope that boy don't fool around and hurt that woman. Now I know Candace told him not to hurt her, but see, this lets you know how dirty Candace is and how far she'll go for that almighty dollar. Girl, I don't care how bad it is. You ain't supposed to never set your mama up for failure or to possibly be hurt. And when situations like this occur, you can always best believe that somebody could end up being hurt. But that was it. That was all. Y'all get down in the panty section below. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on tonight's episode. And a bitch will see you back later on for the premiere episode of Greenleaf. Peace.